Nice. Welcome. So good to see you again.
Yeah, how are you doing, guys? Great day to talk about games on Cardano. A lot of cool comments on the gaming scene and gaming
Yeah,
strategies.
absolutely. Yeah. I mean, we really have a lot of like strong games at this point, which is surprising when you think about how we started off at the beginning. No one was building any games, and I think you were actually one of the
Yeah,
probably earliest projects that were serious about building something.
yeah,
And the fact that you're still here and still delivering on the same like continuity level is mind blowing because
yeah.
really you've just been pushing and pushing and pushing and not stopping.
I think we were on between the 10 first mints, and I think if I'm wrong, please tell me. But I think we are on the amongst of the mints that were about being a game since the beginning. And it's already 2 years 2 years in development, and it's like, man, 2 years, then we are approaching the bear market. We need to cross it and keep pushing. And
Yeah.
yeah, and it was crazy to note that we are already at 2 years developing this product, thinking about how we will innovate this industry, because it's a very challenge, and our product reflected a bit this change, because we started like, okay, uh let's build something on the lines of Axie Infinite, and then I joined the team a few weeks later, the launch, and hey, let's start thinking a bit better how things are playing out, and give, put a step back and see what's going on, trying to understand and trying to see what's the best way to achieve sustainability, because was a thing that um it damaged a lot
Yeah.
or our ecosystem, right? People just was deploying a gamification of the DeFi, basically, and
Yeah.
this is not attractive for games, for sure.
I couldn't agree more with you there. The whole topic sustainability and sustainable business models is something that the whole like crypto scene has to fight with, I think, because if you start a project in the bull market, you can sell everything. It's so easy to make money, and and you don't have to really think about if it actually makes sense what you're doing. And that's why we have so many shitty projects and why we have so many clones of each other. And if you really think about it, there's not that many projects that are actually being used by normal people, by regular people who maybe don't care about blockchain that much. And in comparison, we have a lot of shit coins. We have a lot of like random DeFi stuff that in many cases doesn't make a lot of sense and so on. So I'm always a big fan of projects that think about sustainability from the beginning and really how to create something long term.
Yeah, we are looking to this from a very basic and trying to look for the fundamentals of the economics approach. For example, we decided that we would like to go for a more transaction based approach on the product.
Mhm.
So we want to explore more um, organic sales, trading on the secondary markets, integrating with a lot of other projects, and so on.
And
Cool.
what I was gonna say,
Yeah.
what's if you can describe kind of like what is the game? How would you best describe the game? What kind of gaming modes do you have?
Okay, so Cardano Wars, it started like this idea of an X Infinity, but then we realized, okay, we have like this RPG collection, and we decided to go with a single player RPG at the beginning. But over time, the sentiment changed, and we put we hit the hammer on the final stage that will be like a MMORPG immersed in a metaverse, in a 2D metaverse. But we want to be careful to not mix things. So we want to have the MMORPG lore in one place and the metaverse experience with different strategies in another direction, more on the inclined to be on the islands that the users own. So that's it. We plan to have mini games inside, but we have the MMORPG that has his own lore, and it's separate from the other side of the Cardano Warriors.
And what on these islands, like each person has an island. I'm also looking at a website that you have like towers and you have like little pets and like mushrooms and a bunch of cool, and this thing called Stardust. And how do all these like items play a role?
So basically, the Stardust bring this different interactions, but more on the skin side. Every item that you're seeing that has a custom design will have the means to be produced in game, but with different designs. It's just basically, this is our game items that we are building and having ideas around, but you'll be able to build that in game, but of different look and feel. And that's why we are approaching the sales of skins and hair items to a way to create like a sustainable monetization for the platform. And yeah, that's how we are thinking. By the way, the game is free to play. Okay. You don't need to have a wallet. You can just log in with your Google account or Discord. We want to deliver this experience where the gamer does not need to pay before he tries to the platform, the gaming. If you check out our inventory, that was one of our first releases. Let me see. I can share the screen here.
I can also try playing it actually if I open it in my Brave browser. If you give me a minute.
Yeah, you can. We can join and try to play this island here.
Yeah, send me a link.
NFT BNL on Time Attack. You can go to the anyone that's following this stream can try. Just a small warning that the multiplayer build was released like 2 or 3 weeks ago, so we're still refining.
Let's close this one. Open this one up.
Here's the link. NFT São Paulo Bienal, NFT SP Bienal. We are at the event. At the event, if you guys would like to check the or Twitter, we saw that it was a great event of NFTs here in Brazil, and 8,000 people attended, proving that Brazil is the second largest NFT market in the world. So to me, it was really great to have this experience. Yeah, you can see me. And,
there you are.
Yeah, we can just explore before activating the time attack mode. Basically, this game was built to create a certain engagement with Farmer Nash, and also to our user base. Farmer was send a message to us, hey, let's create something, and yeah, I'm up. Let's do it. And we created this in like 4 weeks. Released the web page, everything, just to have like the first try of what we are building, because most of things that we are building was on the back end side, creating APIs, Cardano functions and etc.
And how many
Yeah,
players can you have at once right now? So you and Patrick are playing, but how many people can you have?
Yeah, you can have like a lot of.
A lot. Just a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, get over this.
Yeah, man, you need to run. There is a shift. You press
Shift. Okay.
And jump. It's way easier if you're using this.
If I'm using what?
A joystick.
Oh.
If you're
no,
trying if you're trying on your keyboard, you'll have like a hard time. This other jump here, it's even more harder because you need
to. My god, this is really hard.
Yeah, it's hard.
I really suck.
So yeah, you can jump, but it's really hard to make this jump.
Not that bad at video games, I think.
So basically, So basically, let me share my screen here. Confused. What's the screen and sharing? Okay, this one maybe. Okay. Yeah. So this yeah. So this is basically how you finish this dungeon. I would try. my computer is also not helping. And if you finish, you receive Stardust in your account later. We'll do this drop for the ones that connect to this or time attack. Finish the NFT São Paulo Bienal. We'll be receiving a Stardust to try the platform. You can connect with your Google or Discord. Don't need to connect a wallet. Okay, here we go. And that's it. You need to find this flag here, but just record your time during the phase. So, yeah.
Even you are having troubles.
Man, there's some guys that they're really fast. I can't understand how fast they are. Yeah. And by the way, I think because I transmitting or I sharing my screen, my computer is lagging.
That's okay. Yeah. Then let's stop the screen sharing again.
Yeah.
And I'll go back to my screen.
Yeah. If you check out the inventory option in the website,
back to
go to Cardano main website.
Yeah.
Let me close my
inventory.
Yeah, and you notice that we have like on-chain and off-chain items. That same idea. Stardust is an off-chain item. So you really don't need to have a wallet to experience the minting process. Yeah, I will share my screen again. Sorry.
Sure. Yeah, I have a few Cardano Warriors NFTs, but I have them in a different wallet, so I can't really show you anything.
Yeah. So these are my items. I already minted. So I don't have any more items to mint here. I have this non-mintable items. Those items will be attached to the islands in the metadata. So we are going for the CIP68 implementation, and you'll be able to create a more exclusive islands over time, because during the game we'll be releasing different seasons, and different seasons will allow to create a different environment. One of the ideas of being this open world metaverse is that we can generate a lot of diversity. But today, this on-chain and off-chain items is very Web3 oriented. We want to like Farmer was pointing, we don't want to confuse the users. And if if you connect the wallet, we will show this different categories for you to understand. But probably if you are talking about exclusively bringing Web2 users, we need to create blockchain abstraction and carry the education over time with this user so he can understand a bit better what he's doing. Today we already implement like the multi-sig, multi-policy minting on our side. So you can mint in one transaction 64 NFT. So you can open a lot of Stardusts and just to meet and mint the items on the go. We already developed a lot of content of the game. You can check our Git book. There's a lot of information here about the world builder. The world builder was one of the first things we deliver after we release our islands. This is something very important to us. Deliver after deliver first, ask later. So this is our approach. So every time we try to sell anything more, we are delivering more stuff to our community to keep at least showing the progress and what we are building on. So when we were able to buy your islands, when we released the island map, you already was able to use that NFT and build something on top.
Great. Very impressive. And I like this. I like this way that you structure it between off-chain and on-chain items, and that you can basically convert the Stardust into something which is on-chain. That makes a lot of sense, in my opinion. I mean, for you, the same question just applies that I asked all the other projects, which is really about like how do you get the Web2 people to actually start playing your game? Is that a goal of yours, or do you want to focus exclusively at the beginning, at least, on Web3 and making like a good experience for the Cardano community?
Yeah, this is like a complicated question because
Yeah.
It's a balance between satisfying the Web3 customer, but thinking long term to expand the product. So there is this idea of, okay, we need to at least at first to be like a fun game. Okay, there is no question. That's all about it, having fun. But at the same time, in order for us to cross this bridge, we need to think about Web 2.5, blockchain abstraction, and education about Web 3. Because look, our ecosystem is very complicated. You can't do like 300 steps to start playing a game, and that's the feeling of blockchain games. So there is a key decision process behind our product. That's, for example, we don't want to put a token during the gameplay. It's completely free to play, and I think that's how we will achieve like mass adoption and bringing the Web2 gamers and letting them be comfortable understanding a bit more about Web3. That's why we had to position ourselves like a metaverse on the other hand, because metaverse extend the idea of what can be done to address several challenges, and education is one of them. If you check out our island map, you'll notice that we have like this island here that's a bit different, and this is Lace Island. And on this island, we want to educate the user about Web3. So you can check here and just be able to do it. By the way, we are developing, but there is this dungeon here. Okay, here we go. And basically you want to explain about what are seed phrases, right?
So you're bringing in like an educational part into the game as well.
Exactly.
That's very cool. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
But very important, this education part is when the user is on the exploration of the metaverse mode. So he's not engaging anymore in trying to game. So he's more on the mindset change a bit. Okay, let me explore. And when you enter this mindset, it's like, oh, what can I learn during this period that I'm exploring this universe? And that's the idea, to be there for the users when they feel comfortable to explore a mechanics. So yeah, this is how we plan to build a product, a platform, and still bring the adoption. I feel that it's our responsibility as Web3 developers to create a place where people can learn more about our ecosystem, but without interfering in the gameplay experience. That's why the metaverse to me is important, being part of this context.
Great. Yeah. So we're almost at the end again of our time together, but I just want to ask you like what is the one thing that we should take away from Cardano Warriors? What is the one thing that the listeners should know after watching you speak?
Sorry, can you ask again?
So if you had to, like, everyone who's watching should know at the end one thing about Cardano Warriors, like why should they care about Cardano Warriors? What is that? What is like the biggest selling point?
Look, man, it's basically what we are seeing on this video now. Mm-hmm. People having fun, experience the product. This was a great event because we had the opportunity to see that. Mm-hmm. So we want to be this bridge for adoption. We want to create tools that educate, that are easy to at least put your first foot on the ground and trying to understand what we are building as a Web3 community and how Web3 can change society, basically. And we can do this having fun and educating people at the same time.
That's wonderful. That's the best answer you could have given. Given having fun is the most important part in gaming and in playing and probably in life. So I'm very much for this message and very happy that you're building on Cardano.
Yeah, it was a great event, guys.
Cool. Thank you so much for your time, and have a great rest of the evening.
Thanks,
See you guys. It was a pleasure.
See you.